So that should be all the things. We have 32 spaces, no monies. Time to go get set on fire in the sprawl. Never mind, apparently she's helping her mother with something, so we're going to do it in like an hour or two. Well, good on her for helping mom. That's awesome. We're going to go get set on fire. Let's go. Ooh, relationships time. There's so much hate in this party.
Resentment. The slowest and deadliest poison of them all.
You auto-equipped judgment? Are you shitting me? What did we lose? I don't know. This is gonna make me mad. Well, at least we've got some respect in this house.
Tested. A bond to be counted on.
Cool. When she flicks at somebody, Lilith gets drunk. When Lilith decides to go forward and hit somebody in the face, Eggnog gets drunk. These peoples. These peoples.
Behold, the great cities of man, ruined and aflame.
Well, here we are. Oh, right. I need to check what got replaced. Divine Comfort got replaced? Are you shitting me? It's this one. Uh-huh. Then this and this. We'll have to do without ministrations. So mad. I'm so mad. Rude. We just need to keep the flame high, and I took nothing to do that with. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't want loathing. The watchtower is very sadly far, far away. I would love more story time, so I suppose we could go head towards this. We're gonna go middle route.
Think carefully. Today's oversight is tomorrow's regret.
Is it though? Alrighty then. Let us go set some assholes on fire. Even though they want to do the same for us. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm gonna double down on that. You're an asshole. Let's go. Okay. Everybody get some heals going on. Beautiful. People are stressed. Fix it. Oh no, he a-coming. Rude. Very rude. Watch this shit. Oh no, I can't reach him. Okay, well then I will do that instead. You dodged it, but that's fine. What I wanted was to go to the back. Alright. Set both of you on fire. Because you suck. They resisted. That's okay. They're gonna beat some things. Welcome back. Sorry about that. Apparently bad things happened. Alright. We would like for you to do this. Oh, Plague Doctor Man, thank you for the bits. They are Absolutely so optional and absolutely appreciated. Thank you so much. 43 or 0, it's all good to me, but I appreciate you. Um, you know what we're gonna do? No more blindness for you, okay? We're gonna do a little bit of this. She's just done with shit, and it's gonna be fine. All right, time to do this. Please and thank you. Deal the damage on this slot. Rude. They are trying to nerd the healer. I am not okay with this. You're gonna move forward. That's fine. I'm also not okay with you being so stressed. Please stop it. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. She goes next, and das Boot to you. No front. And boot to the head, that man's. So he cannot explode. This is gonna make somebody angry, but
An opportunity.
clear his dodge.
Squandered.
And then remove it. Remove the blindness that happened from it. Because he's in the wrong place. Here he comes. How about no more stress? Okay, can I... Oh, I didn't change out... That's fine. Goodbye. No more explosions. Since you're a TTRPG fan, I just wanted to mention an idea I had character-wise. Absolutely, go for it. Reflavor, mix and match abilities, all are great tools for a DM. Absolutely, Dusk Plates, absolutely. You. Judgment time. Fuck you.
Straightforward. And effective.
Let's move you up, shall we? Yes, good, good. You want to scream at these guys. We're gonna scream and shout and let it all out, and scream and shout and let it out. She's going to go this way. Yes, yes, excellent. And then set you both on fire. Which killed a man's. I love the idea of playing a priest of a church who is like a bard sorcerer or a bard warlock and either has a different faith than the one he worships or just worships no gods and is just a great liar. That's a fun time, Plague Doctor Man. That is a fun time. Hi, Wolfang. I'm doing well. The run is progressing, I suppose. One could say. The run is progressing. So a politician priest, yeah, something like that. We would like to touche. Just stab a bitch, make him feel the pain, and reap him for all he has sown. Ah, yes. We win.
An inkling of potency still lingers in some of these well-worn relics.
Ooh, hastening history. Who doesn't have a trinkety trinket? Eggnog does not have a trinkety trinket. This one will very much work for her, and also, when she's in the back, it will speed other people up. So that's gonna be a fun time. She has all the fun trinkets. Alright, we have kicked ass and and chewed bubblegum, but we were all out of bubblegum, so there was just the kicking of ass. And we have friendships being made.
She understands the futility of her work, and undertakes it nonetheless.
We have, like, no monies. Would I love to remove a quirk? Absolutely. Can I? No. And I don't even have enough monies for any of the things that I need in here. I need bandages. I need medicinal herbs. Can I sell these things? No. I wish I could. I would sell them in a heartbeat. But no. Who needs to be patched up? Literally nobody. All right. Well, we said hi. Bye-bye. Didn't need any triage today. Where do we want to go? We want to go to story time, but really any path will get us there. I don't particularly want the loathing. Armor and then wheels. Yikes. And then armor. Yikes. This has scouting in it. Let's go there.
Consider all variables, but do it
They
quickly.
want to go kick cultists at? No. Both of you, all of you are wrong.
Be wary.
Y'all are wrong. Get stressed about it. They're silly buggers. That's what they are. Kinda, but just like someone who has gained an incredible amount of power in the church and holds great hold over people through his religious power, but either does not believe in said god or more likely understand that the god does exist but is only a source of power, much like a demon or active alchemy is a source of power. I think that I mean, there's an actual phenomenon in real life where people go to, for example, religion colleges to learn about the religion. There's a couple of fairly famous Catholic colleges where you go to become a Catholic priest or deacon. I'm not entirely certain what the progression of titleage is in the Catholic Church, but there are colleges for doing exactly that. And there is not a small percentage, I don't know what percentage offhand, but there is not a small percentage of those people who go pursuing that lifestyle with all the faith that they had in their heart when they were young. And then because they learn so much about the history of, say, whatever church they're pursuing, and the history of their religion in general, that they lose faith, because how can their supposedly benevolent God allow all these horrific things happen, and the institution that they were trying to become a part of allow this to happen? It just, they lose their faith when they learn more about it, when they really dig into the scripture of their faith and learn what it has been interpreted as and how it's been used over the history of that religion. And so having a D&D character who is a powerful figure in the church but has lost their faith because of these studies, or because during his study he made a pact with perhaps a lesser being from his deity's realm and learned what the power really is about. So he's far more politically aligned than he is a man of faith anymore, or a person of faith, depending. I don't care what gender you want to play. It would be a very interesting concept. I love the idea of a D&D game, a campaign where gods are not a sentient or thinking entity who is just a well of power that people can draw from. Would be really fun in a more serious sort of political focused campaign. Yeah, no, that would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun, playing Dr. Man. Great idea. I could definitely see that being a fun character to play. All right. We want the scouting. They want to steal food. Or no, I'm sorry. They want to steal supplies. She wants to steal food. No scouting here. Ah, fuck. But we do need to keep the flame high. So I'm actually going to go with flame in items. They can just be mad at each other. It's fine.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
It absolutely is not. I will take it. I was hoping for scouting. Instead, we're going to get some loathing. Ah, but we are going to get some quirks. Oh, it's about to get spicy up in here.
The loathing whispers.
Does indeed. It whispers in my ears. Tells me bad things are going to happen to me. All right. You would like a positive quirk. You would like books. And possibly a positive quirk. Positive quirk. They are becoming friends. Void sight. Ooh, what is this? Ta 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 ta. Let's give that to you. Oblivion tier route scouting. Nice. You know where all the bad things are. Fan effing tastic. We shall just sort this out again. Mr. Scrake, welcome in. Love to see you. Love to see you. There. I don't. Okay, we're going here. This could be a fight. We're definitely. Or we could lose armor and candles. We're going for the candles. Fuck it. It's all badness all the time. Let's just go for the candles and be happy with ourselves. Maybe. Sometimes. Ugh, there goes our wheels anyway. Ah, I missed things. It's all suckage all the way down. Missed that. I'm not doing a very good job driving. So bad. But candles. Also just fun to play a high charisma, but somewhat insane old priest who is just rummaging through tons of religious history and doctrine and trying to figure out what the truth of it all is and where the actual God's belief begins and what is the church controlling people. Yep. That's definitely an interesting a bit of character development and drama to play in a D&D campaign designed for that. Like you can't just go to a dungeon crawl campaign with a character like that. It just doesn't work. Oh, by the way, have you unlocked Leper's Ruin skill yet? No. We have not finished his story. Sounding like an evangelical megachurch priest that read Machiavelli's book, The Prince, where the concept of using religion as a form of control, even if you don't believe in it, is taught. And this character sounds to me way more a villain character than a player character. To be quite frank, Wolfang, it could go either way. Also, Padlock goes burr. Padlock does go burr. Oops, not what I wanted. She wants light and in items. He would like to steal food. She would just like to leave. Nah, we're keeping our flame high. That's the whole region goal. Sorry, peeps. I'll take more clarifying Poltrus. Sure. BG3 moment. Yeah. Oh, it's double wheels loss?
Procrastination of the inevitable.
Son of a biscuit eater. Double wheels loss. I'm mad.
Look ahead. A place to reflect, remember, and reconcile.
Yeah, well, we're gonna reconcile some shit, that's for sure. Ay. The things I do for story time.
Apocalypse. The fanatics burn book and building alike.
They do indeed. Yes, take some of this. And for you, take some of this. There we go. Forward, onward, to story time. You can play a very immoral, insane player character. Yeah, maybe that's just my good alignment mind talking. Yeah, I think it is Wolfang. To be quite frank, in real life, I am either lawful evil or neutral good, and no one has quite figured it out which one is which. There are days when I am very much more lawful evil than I am neutral good, and there are days when the opposite is true. So I could be somewhere neutral leaning, but the reason I say that I am at times lawful evil is because I do have a code of law that I adhere to. and I will exploit it to get my way. I see the enemy, I smite. That's fair. Also, yes, this would have to be in a very religious focused political campaign that's entirely around dramatic religious acts. Well, I don't think necessarily that it has to focus on religious focused politics. I think it needs to focus on politics with a heavy lean into religious institutions having a stake in the politics. Um, it doesn't necessarily have to be only religious politics. It just has to have those moments for your character to shine, whereas other characters who might be more um you know, nobility politician aligned versus religious politician aligned have their moments as well, so that everyone gets a little bit of whatever that they're looking for in their character arc. um I got two peeps. Who has the least? You have three. You have two. We're doing more Crusader today. Last time on Crusader,
Chapter 3. The Great Crusade.
you always tend to a lawful good mind, thus why I usually play Paladin. To be fair, you don't have to be lawful good to play Paladin in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. You don't even have to be lawful or good for that matter. Earlier editions, Paladins were always lawful good, period, the end. And if you were not lawful good anymore, you were a broken paladin. You were no longer a paladin. But fifth edition started to understand that why can't any of the gods have paladins? So yeah, your oath breakers are more about breaking your paladin oath versus stopping being lawful good. um so that is now the reimagined understanding of what an oathbreaker paladin in 5th edition D&D is. Because they finally heard that, like, well, clerics can be a cleric of any god, so they can have any alignment. Why can't us paladins have any alignment? We don't want to be the lawful asshole anymore. Let us be paladins for the evil gods. So that's a thing that happened. Is it for the better? I don't know. But let's refocus on our Crusader here. Last time on his story, he was once a farmer. A plague hit. He tried to continue making, growing food and harvesting food. It did not work out. And people started to starve. In came people recruiting for the Crusades. And guess what? He's gonna go because they will that will allow him to survive the plague in his area and possibly allow his family to survive. I wasn't paying attention too hard when his story was going on, which is terrible of me. But now he's off to the Great Crusade, and bad things are about to, like, this is the great hope before everything goes horrifically wrong. I think it's because of the origin of the concept of paladin, but then again, Yu-Gi-Oh has a dark paladin, so who knows? Actually, it had more to do with earlier editions of D&D's paladin class, specifically 2nd edition, I believe. Paladins could only be lawful good, and if they fell out of their alignment at all, period, they became oathbreakers. So that's where the concept of both the D&D version of paladins as well as the oathbreaker class came into being. 3rd edition continued that to some degree. It was more that you had to be lawful or good, one or the other at the very least, and if you fell out of one of the two alignments enough, like those two alignments enough, you became oathbreaker. 5th edition, I don't know what happened in 4th edition. I don't even think the paladin class was a thing in 4th edition. Offhand, it's been a while since I got a hold of the player's handbook. I only ever read the player's handbook for 4th edition. I never actually played it. Primarily because if my feeling was it was just World of Warcraft reskinned for paper. So if I wanted to play fourth edition, I'd just go back to playing World of Warcraft because I did play that at one point in my life, and then it became too expensive to continue. Sad. It was otherwise I enjoyed myself, but I just got broke. It happens. But anyway, moving on. And then fifth edition went, well, okay, they make a good point. The clerics can be a cleric of anybody. Why can't the paladins be a paladin of anyone? And then they completely removed the part where paladins have to be followers of a religion. So you are empowering yourself by the strength of your conviction in your oath versus necessarily being a half cleric. So that's where that came. That's how they changed that up. I don't know what the 2024 edition has changed it to be. This is what I know. I have been reading Dungeons and Dragons books since first edition, which I found a set of first edition Player's Handbook and DM's Guide and Monster Manual in a second, like a mom and pop bookshop many, many years ago, and read through them and fell in love with tabletop RPGs before I had anyone to play with. I was introduced to second edition after I was introduced to third edition, which is when I started playing 3.5 actually specifically. And in the last decade or so, I have become a major player of fifth edition as well as a DM or GM, a dungeon master slash game master, whichever terminology you prefer. So I don't run them often, but I did write my own one shot at one point in time, and I'm very stupidly proud of it. So yeah, that's me. I'm a TTRPG girly. Dungeons and Dragons is not the only system I've ever played in, but I've delayed the Crusaders story time long enough. So let's get into the Great Crusade, shall we?
The cacophony of conflict rang bloody in his ears. Trumpets and drums shouted orders, the screams of the dead and the dying. But in the maelstrom of mortal combat, he found a divine peace. He came to relish the cleaving blade and zealous bloodlust, losing himself entirely to the terrible delights of battle.
Oh man, the this is a story as old as the concept of war, honestly. The Great Crusades were not a great period in history at all. And every soldier who's ever gone to any major war, who has spent many years at war, like the Crusaders did in their era, you were either broken and killed by the war or you became this. And now he has Bulwark of Faith. Oh boy. Onward. No greater purpose have I ever known. Bulwark of Faith gives block times 2, taunt times 2, and regen 2 for 3 turns. The upgraded version gives him no less cooldown, but block times 2, taunt times 3, and regen 4 for 3 turns. Very nice, very nice. What do I want to give up? I cannot actually give up Smite, but I would. He's not really using Rallying Cry. Let us be honest. So I think at this point, we do this one. Then set people on fire. Then reap what they sow. Then de-stressification. Smite can't be undone because it's resentful locked. And Bulwark of Faith is what he's going to start shit with. Oh boy, we are in it for... We're in it now. We could go to a lair. We don't necessarily have to complete the lair. We could go to the hoarder and lose all of our wheels. That doesn't seem like a good idea. We've got 2 bits of Yeah, we're going to the lair. Oh, wait, there's a hospital too? Do we have money for the hospital? Not really. There it is. Sorry, guys. I don't got money for your hospital shit, so stress out about it, would you? We're gonna go get into a fight instead. Yeah, where's Badman? Conqueror Paladin is a paladin who destroys his enemies with such might that they are so incredibly broken they can't fight back. My Conqueror is a paladin and is basically just a religious zealot at this point. He's a good man, but he was drowning for like 100 years in eternal torment, and he's now badly traumatized. He got revived by his god and now reluctantly serves him due to him feeling intense gratitude and Stockholm syndrome to the cult he serves. That sounds like a rough time. Almost as rough as this guy. War always leaves people scarred forever. This is true. Wounding words, Crusader. Sheesh. I know it's our real history that paladin comes from the word palatinus, which were Roman palace guard post Praetorian Guard that were a bunch of emperor backstabbers. Well, they became imperial backstabbers. They didn't start out that way by any means. You. I'm removing your dodge. Fuck you. Let's see here. She would like to have a word with you, please, and thank you. You're way too stressed. Stop
Vanity,
it.
grace, small acts that drive back the darkness.
Let's stay on top of the damage. Shaman's gonna be bad. Oh, make her blind. That's not gonna help anyone. Correct. They turned into backstabbers. That's actually perfect. That's actually exactly what I wanted. Here, don't be blind. And also, get wrecked. Hell yeah. You need whoever's standing in this position can get a buff. You need to set people on fire. Just in general. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
I know what lurks in the beyond. Mostly assholes. Let's scream and shout and let it all out. Yeah, let's go. You're stuck in that position? Perfect. I would like to kill you. Beautiful. This one goes here. Deals the damage. You missed. Goodbye.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
He sets himself on fire for heals. Then he's going to try and set all of us on fire. Some of it worked. Well, well, well. Some of us are too stressed. Please stop it. Yes, I concur. Stop stressing out. Just stop. Oh, goody. You're in range now. Get wrecked, you bitch. Rude. More fire. You missed. Well, let's see here. How about I judge you? Oh, she was blind, so problems. My boy's just a living bulwark. Ad break in a minute. Also playing a 20 charisma paladin is so much fun. They can't hit me because all of my really high saving throw bonuses and my high AC. My boy's just a living bulwark. Yep. Definitely that. Definitely that. I would like to hurt you. I wish you could change Nightbot's name to Nightbot. I don't actually know if you can't. Get rid of that. And also die. Hell yeah. He just needs to move up. That's fine. Let me see here. Nobody's really, like, damaged. So I guess I will just make somebody blind with their resentment, and you will die. It's fine.
Though unpleasant in the extreme, this work is noble and necessary.
A greater heat shield? Who has the lesser? Nobody. Well, guess what? You're getting it. I don't need this anymore. Hell yeah. That was an incredible find. We have some loathing, though, which is kind of problematic. Yikes. Ooh, making friends. Friendship is magic. We need more of it. You know, I still haven't figured out how to properly use the duelist. She's a little complicated. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
The library burns, and with it the remains of philosophy, reason, and insight.
Yes, we're just gonna... death and destruction this man's up a bit. She does not care. Blindness does not affect her ability to put regen on my people. She does not care. Oh, the bad bites. Well then, quit stressing out. Jeez Louise, that amount of stress you go through. Just stop. Meditation skill and a riposte dodge tank build is my usual go-to. That is fair. You know what? Das Boot to you. Get in the back. Dead. Oh, you missed. Fuck. I was hoping. You didn't even heal anything. Why bother?
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
He needs to move. Rude. Okay. She's gonna scream. And shout. The respect on that. Oh no, he's not where I want him to be. Das Boot!
A petty hindrance.
I can't actually reach the shaman now, which is a problem. Howsoever. No, your stress is just too much. We need to deal with it. You can hit him, so please do. Motherfucker needs to go the fuck away. Okay, okay. You know what? That's fine. I'll take it. Das Boot! Get in the back. I did that, but when the enemies hit everyone but her, I think meditation gives taunt. If you use upgraded preparation while in attack stance, you get 50% higher riposte damage for a few turns. I love creating custom skills descriptions, so tedious. I've had her deal 29 damage on riposte alone. Depends on what stance she's in when she meditates. Yep, that's where we're at. I don't care if he gets blinded, you need to die. Ow. He's already blind. I don't... Okay, this is silly. We're doing this. Come and get me, bros. And also get screamed at, because you suck. Nobody needs to get Das booted anymore. She is aggressive, so we'll just do a little bit of this, and she'll take some damage. It's fine. Get set on fire. That didn't quite work the way I was hoping, but that's okay. And for your troubles, have a buff. You're gonna hit him. It's fine. Incoming fire. Rude. Everybody stop stressing out. She's fine. Don't worry about it. We're all good here. Get set on fire. Ah, they resisted. It's fine.
The slow suffering begins.
Rude. Why is your trinket not triggering? What is going on with that? I don't know. I just want you dead. Too much stress. Okay, now it did a thing. Why are you so low health? Fix it. I want to do a heal. That's why I'm like hemming and hawing. Mantra time. Oh, I see. You have to have a thing on you for that to work. I get it. I mean, that's fine.
The small foundation of trust.
Gonna pick on our mans because he's low health. It's fine. I'm just gonna disrespectfully Das boot you. That's what I'm doing. Depends. Yeah, 2 taunt, 2 dodge. Should have booted them for the fun of it. I did. Or 2 riposte and 2 dodge. And I love that she has like 300 Spartan kick. Yeah. Riposte can normally be built through the one that changes stance in my experience, or you can build taunt through some good trinkets. Or you can just keep stabbing them with the thrust ability. That's pretty fun. Stabby stabby is nice. Yep. You! I'm disrespectfully trying to kill you. Why for you go after my mans? He does not need this. All of you get fucked. There we go. This should help him. Die bitch. No shaman. Shaman is problem. Problem is solved. Rude. Das boots you to the back. I'm actually going to put this one up first. Again with the stressing.
Lenity.
Stop it.
Grace. Small acts that drive back the darkness.
Um... Okay, he sets himself on fire for the heals. It's fine. You're no Jacques the Whipper. That's perfect. I want him there. That's perfect. Gives me a good chuckle. That's kind of the point. Like, it amuses me to say Das Boot, too. I am referencing something I don't even remember what it is. So don't feel bad that you can't remember. You. Disrespectfully killing you. Let me see. What else can I do? We're gonna set you on fire, if we can. Oh, goody. Yes, yes, yes. I would like to put this on your position. Yeah, okay, you buff him. That's fine. He sets himself on fire for the heals and then stabs somebody. Rude. Rude! You're getting screamed at. Because you suck. Excellent. Death to you, because you are a menace. Get wrecked. Alright, we are mantraing him. All fixed it.
A steady subtraction, an invariable result.
Beautiful. Let's chill out the stress for people. Sure. We'll do this. Don't think I can't wreckage you. And you are being so hella judged.
Straightforward and effective.
Do I want to deal with the librarian? No, I don't. I don't want to deal with the librarian. Look at all the riches, though. These guys don't look like they're gonna kill the librarian, not gonna lie. I know that I am referencing, at the very least, probably a film that had Germans in it, or depicted in it, I should say. Whether or not they were actually German does not particularly matter, but they were definitely depicted in it. But I think it may have been a humorous YouTube thing from, like, the early 2000s, and I really couldn't tell you where I got Das Boot from. Yeah, it's just German for the boat. Yep, it definitely is. It doesn't even have anything to do with boots or kicking. It's just sounds funny. Honestly, if I was going to meme this, it would be boot to the head every time because it's a hilarious meme. I'm not saying we couldn't deal with the librarian, but I'm not saying that I want to, so we're gonna leave.
Cowardice, a crude term for the science of self-preservation.
It's not cowardice if it's a, tactful retreat. We decided no. Then we're gonna go get into this. Oh, fuck that! I don't want to do that, guy. Never mind. We're going for the assistance encounter. Half of everyone wants to go to that. That's fine. I don't I don't want to deal with the madman with the bone saw. No, fuck him. Every time I see that damn book that has 20% chance of an extra action, I really want to fight the librarian, though. Yeah, no, I mean, you're not wrong. Oh, bad pupper with the bites. Bad pupper with the bites. Bad pupper with the bites. Rude. Get smacked for your audacity. Alright. All y'all. And then he needs to move up. Let's get the heels running. Rude. You missed, bitch. Alrighty then. What do I want to do? I want to do this. We'll do that. Bad bites. Bad dog. Oh no, please keep Das Boot. We love it. Alright. I'll keep Das Boot. Das Boot! Oh wait, no, that's Bulwarker Faith. Never mind, wrong thing. Alright. You are getting the I whack with great fervor. Sorry, not fever. Well, I mean fever too. He likes to set things on fire, but you know, fervor is the word I was looking for. And if he can hit the broadside of a barn. If. Anything with extra action makes my eyes shine like, I must have it! There's the book, and then there's another, there's the Time Watch, too, that I've gotten a hold of that's fun. You either have an extra turn, or you're stunned. That's a fun one. Well, Mr. Anderson. What have we here? We have... I sent you on fire!
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Let us change stances, shall we? There we go. You are in this position, so please take some buffification. Gosh, you'd think I spoke another language, but no, I just suck at speaking today. Yeah, get smacked for the audacity. Low blow. Like, literally, that's what it's called. Well. What have we here? We have some screaming and some shouting. And some weakness. Because you are a weak man. Goodbye, little pupper. Das Boot! You guys like it so much, so. I fear the stun watch. Considering my luck, I just get stunned every turn. It's definitely not every turn. It is 50-50, though, which is wild. Let's see if he can set anyone on fire. Nope. He's too blind for that shit. Whoopsie daisies. Well, if that's the case, we'll just do this. Ooh, and it's her turn again. Guess what? Chicken butt! Goodbye.
Another impediment, cleared with impunity.
Oh, he's so blind.
malaise, measured and steady.
You missed, cause you a bitch. You know what? Disrespectful kick.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Eggnog, thank you for the hugs. Mighty May the Marvelous. Oh, now you're just calling me nice things with an M. A little bit of alliteration, I think. Silliness. Silliness. But you're still, you're das booting people all over the place, Eggnog. It's very nice. Alright. A light is up. Ooh, wheels back? You want to steal. Combat and in items. Wheels back, please. Yes, yes. I mean, it doesn't fix the entire wheels situation, but it does make things a little brighter. I'm not doing him. I fucking hate him. He's a piece of shit. It's not like I haven't put his head on a pike before, but I'm not feeling it today. So we're gonna go get stuff at a cache, which is what everyone else wanted.
But not disarmed.
So
the faceless army awaits us.
Good, good. And a fight. How am I today? Well, I don't consider myself all that beautiful, but I am here, and I am going to stab a bitch. I will admit cute, though. She's stressed out again. You need to deal with this. Our poor Vestal just cannot. Excellent. We're gonna heal some peeps. Making more enemies along the way. What's her relationship levels? Low. I'm pretty sure. Ow.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Rude. Junia's relationship levels. Mostly unfriendly, somewhat resentful. She did not come here to make friends. She came here to be disrespectful to people. Please deal the damage. And he went, okay, everyone on fire.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
She's gonna scream at these things. For the audacity. I'm a beautiful person?
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Well, I appreciate the thought. I do try to be a nice person and a good person. I even try to be a kind and wonderful person. I don't know how well it works out, but a beautiful person? That's very sweet of you. Very kind indeed, Eggnog. You hath returned. I am not a person with a title. I am not a titled person, much less a liege, but thank you for coming back, Plague Dr. Man. It's lovely to have you back. At least you are trying. I do try. Do I always succeed? No. But I do make the dearest of attempts. You're at least an above average person. Well, that's very kind of you to say, Plague Dr. Man. As I said, I do try. No, the reaping must happen. Yes. Excellent. You would like to put a little bit of extra help on this position. People are too stressed. Please stop. I just refer to people as my liege sometimes. No clue why, it just happens. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Get wrecked. The disrespect that Shield has done is too much. No more disrespect. Just fire. Rude. just so rude. You know what? No. We're gonna scream at these guys for no other reason than to bring Taunt back online. Because it's honestly, her job to make them unhappy. He's blind. It's fine. He's actually just gonna clear corpses. Um, she's gonna clear stress. Oh, nobody needed the stress cleared. That's okay. Get wrecked. Alright, let's get the healing back online. Um... No more stress. I said no more stress. I meant it. She's stressing out. Just left, right, and center. Get screamed at. Because we would like to heal a bit. Yeah. He's just gonna do this. We're just letting the regen do its thing. She's gonna switch her stance. Yeah. It only does a little bit of damage. You only got a little bit poked. It's fine. It's fine. Sure, you don't really need the help anymore. Hi. Death time. Everybody at full health. Look at that. So good.
Abandoned or forgotten. It is ours now.
'Tis ours indeed. He needs a combat item. Do we want to give him a bear trap? Or do we want to give him stimulants? Bear trap. Bear trap it is. This head in the sand shit is bullshit, though. Ah, well. Let's go get more stuff. Wait. Oh, you need things? Stimulants for you. We may decide to change that when we get to the cache. Ooh. Ooh. Taking. At combat start, defensive. Apply on hit. Riposte skills can have a 66% chance of causing blindness. Gain on hit. Being set on fire. What do I want more? I want this. Because she's already got a buff on that. Yeah, from a memory. So, do I want that shield on anybody else? That's a good question. Not there. No, this is fine. I'm using both of these. Okay, it's fine. Oops. Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Pushing all the wrong buttons. I do have this. This just this removes death blow resist. Hello. Yes, please. And then we have more laudanum, which is fine. Okay, cool. Just realized I have Ben and Jerry's ice cream you forgot to eat. I mean, now's a good time for ice cream, right? Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream, right? Yes? No? Oh, there goes my armor. Ugh, so sad. Well, then don't look. We're gonna go kill cultists. It's fine. We don't scream. We bellow. Nice Man-at-Arms reference. Yeah, I'm getting it right now. All right. Well, the bellowing has happened. Um, get wrecked. And, screaming is happening.
Well done.
Yes, yes, yes. She is going to, hit you, I guess. That thing's gonna do bad things to everybody. Yep, hate that. We would like for you to stop stressing out, actually. Ow.
Awash in turmoil.
We can't move? That's lame. Rude. This thing needs to die. Well, das Boot!
An opportunity. Squandered.
That didn't work out. Normally I would start doing consecrations, except I need this thing to die, so...
Stupendous.
Get respectfully smacked for your audacity, you jerk. Ow. He can't move. He can do nothing. Stress it is. Alrighty then. Can't actually reach that asshole. Scheisse. Can't move. Can hurt somebody. So we're gonna do that. Okay, you can move now. But what you need to do is move him. He resisted. He has high move resistance. This is not good. Please stop stressing out. Thank you very much. You know your boy bellows for ice cream. He does. He does. Poor Man-at-Arms. He just wants ice cream, man. Okay. Okay. You need a little bit of help here. Yes, yes. Ay, shahowie. Eggnog, you poor thing. You're melting down on top of it all. Not good. You will, you will. Just let's, maybe do a little bit of this. Oh no.
At last.
Eggnog is down. She was my damage dealer. This is not good. I need you to move. Okay. Ow. And then they're stuck. The fuck is this? Die! Hate this. Yeah, no, I think we're all fucked here. Dodged it. Fine, take that. I just very badly need this thing to die. He can no longer hit the broadside of a barn. That's fine.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
You're gonna pick on him. I get it. I need that altar dead, and it's just not gonna happen, unfortunately. Okay. Oh, he hit so hard. Please, resolute. Thank you so much, Wolfang. Battle is his crucible. She needs to move forward. That's fine. Dodge that shit. But now you're in a better place. Okay. Um, this. I really want someone to draw Man of Arms sadly sitting in the front of an ice cream shop with 9 stress. Aw. Oh, please, may help. I don't want to die. I don't want you to die either. So for that matter, he's gonna do this. Get more regen into his life. Scream. Okay. That should keep the Vestal from getting wrecked. Set both of you on fire. Very good, very good. Not as ouchy. She's stuck. That's fine. She does not want to go anywhere else. Please, dear gods, just try to kill that thing. De-stressify somebody. Very good. This fucking thing. Okay, we may have to kill this. This needs to go here. You are at least on fire, so get reaped. Yeah, no, he can take it. He can take it. It's okay. It's okay. Get screamed at, you bitches. Stealthing out. Okay. Mantra these. This is fine.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
He will do this to protect himself a little bit and get some regen on. She is going to do this to help deal with stress and keep things.
The mind's grasp grows tenuous.
That's fine. None of them want to move from their place. And then she puts this back up and running. So we can keep ourselves healed. We just are doing damage very, very slowly. Scream and shout and let it all out. Which keeps the damage down. He's stressed enough. He might resolute again. We'll see. Big Axeman had 2 turns. He'd be so scary. Oh god, yeah. Missed because of blindness. It's fine. Please do damage. Missed because of dodge. It's gonna be a long fight.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
We're in it for the grind, unfortunately. Get screamed at.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Armor break this asshole. She's fine. Do not worry. This is sadly what happens when you are relying on one party member. He can deal damage. Don't get me wrong. He can deal damage. Like, don't worry. We got this. It's just gonna be kind of slow. But these two are quite literally saving our asses. That guy's dead. We just have to kill his corpse and then we can take care of the altar. Yeah, it wasn't just Eggnog who was doing damage, guys. I did no damage, but that's okay. Perfect. Once this corpse is cleared, it'll be fine. Does he resolute? Nope. No resolution this time. Problems. But we can mantra them.
This road cannot be walked alone.
No more corpse.
Malaise, measured and steady.
Which means this thing can get hit. Yeah, go ahead. Heal him. Don't give two shits about him right now. You, on the other hand, must die. Get judged, you piece of shit. You are way too stressed out. Please stop. That's fine. She can take the hit.
The slow suffering begins.
Resolute? No. Meltdown. This is not a problem. Oh, hi. I get better now.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
Okay. The stress is going down. We are gonna be okay. You can do the hits. You are also gonna do this. He can take a hit. That's fine. That thing dies. Now it's just the big mans and us. Get set on fire. Okay, you dodged it. That's fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. There are no problems here. No problems. There is only a little bit of de-stressification and judgment. Get screamed at.
An interminable conflict.
Healing back up. Right before we get kind of hit. Nobody wanted to move anyway. Get set on fire, you bitch. Stop stressing out, everyone. Just stop it.
What is it, then, that gazes back so intently from the abyss?
We will de-stress, and then we will make sure that your position stays on top of being able to take damage. You are on fire, so we're going to reap you. Debuff your heals. Then scream at you. You missed. um, you're getting stressy depressy, my dude. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to make you go blind. But that's fine. You're gonna pick up a little bit of this. No more stress, people. Let's manage that stress, please. Thank you. There's this party comp I want to try that's the wall. Leper in front, Crusader, Man at Arms, and Vestal. Oh my god. You have to have the right build for that shit. Please.
A brilliant conclusion.
Just continue to be set on fire. The Reaping missed.
Opportunity.
That's okay.
Squandered.
He's gonna be mad about it. It's fine. Nobody wanted to move anyway. Get screamed at, you bitch. More weakness for you. Get reapered. Execution's a beautiful thing.
We will see them again. I am sure of it.
Ooh, the silent treatment, one of my favorites. But we will be delivering a hero to the inn, and yep. Now the real question is, who fills Eggnog's spot? Perhaps
The loathing whispers.
Perhaps a certain pain-loving boy? I mean, that's quite possible. He is up for grabs. You're gonna take stimulants. He's become fragile, which means although he is resilient, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Refill that. Alright. Do we change up anything here? Not for you. You're good. What about you? Yes. We're actually going to give you this. Actually, maybe we don't. Actually, no. This is fine. This is fine. He's gonna stealth out some. It's gonna be great. It's gonna completely change up what we do with him. This is all fine. This is all fine. This is how she's moving, so... Yeah, I think we're gonna do that instead. It's fine. Fine. She can't really do any damage anyways. But we are gonna go to an inn.
These warm candlelit windows promise refuge.
They do indeed. The mountain of denial calls.
The familiar hearth crackles invitingly once again.
You call duelist for eggnog? Okay. Well, we're at the Winking Thief. Remote, yet remarkably well provisioned. Discounted armor and wheel repairs. We heal a little bit of de-stressing, and we delivered some remains, so we will be getting candles and mastery points from that. We get 12 candles just for reaching here. We also completed the region thing, so the region goal, so we will also get extra mastery from that. Wolfgang ended up with Fragile, but Void Sight, and Eggnog succumbed to their wounds. Let's see what quirks we get. Ooh, Generous. Nice. Wolfgang got also Generous. Lilith got Pillager Slayer. I mean, fair. I would slay pillagers too if I could. Mastery points. Whoa, no, take all. The fuck was that about? Okay. Okay. This is where we're at. Who do we take with us? Who do we take with us? Eggnog died for a good cause. Candles! Would appreciate a hospital. Yeah. I could just do random. Well, flagellant name request came up, so welcome back, Plague Doctor Man. You are a Tangle Scrounger and Gaunt Fearing. You want to suffer 2 times in a single fight, which is like fair. I would say pillager. I would slay pillagers if I could. She's truly saying what we're all thinking. That's fair. Might be expensive to path him. Have some of this. Your ability to resist the burn is very low, so that works. Just gonna whoopsies. We'll do this, I suppose. Although you do have a high enough speed that maybe speeding up somebody in front of you would be good. Punish does not work in the back. We don't necessarily want you in the back slot either. Let's go here.
Learn what can be taught, that you may stand just a little taller at the end.
So if I want to change his path, it's going to cost us dearly, but I could do it. I don't really care that he's a wanderer, though. Okay. Okay. He's going to end up in the 3rd slot, so let's make sure that he can actually use Suffer. So what is he going to start with? He's not going to end up in the front 2 slots all that often, so neither of these are going to be good for him. So let us start out with some punish. Then suffer, endure, deathless, Lash's Gift. We could use some corpse clear in this, though. He wants to use Suffer. We don't necessarily need Endure, because we have other ways of dealing with stress. So maybe it's Punish, Fester, Deathless, or no, Suffer, Deathless, Lash's Gift. Actually, I've changed my mind entirely. Oh wait, we can't do this with full health. Never mind. I was correct the first time. I was correct the first time. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Don't path me, just let me loose to kick ass. Thank God autocorrect worked that time because I accidentally typed lick ass and I would prefer not to do that mid battle. Why the boss has no corpse. Ay, 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 ay. You're funny. You're a funny, Plague. All right. Yeah. No, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Let us
Planning
fix
and
this shit.
mindfulness, as vital to survival as sharpened steel.
We do have another spacious storage trunk. That's funny. And scouting gear. No, no, no. Do I want to change this out for anything? I don't know. What does the provisioner have?
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
Yes. This. Don't care about these. Okay.
Experimentation. Your academic instincts serve you well.
So much healing. So much healing. Fuck yes. Goodbye. We're just going to the mountain. We don't need it. Okay. So now that we have this, toe to toe gets an upgrade. Yes, yes, yes. I need to change. Get rid of that. Administration's mantra. Beautiful, beautiful. Back to where we want to be. Hopefully she doesn't get. I mean, they're all a wreck when it comes to being friends, so something terrible is probably going to happen. Let me see here. This one. Also this one. Also this one. Also this one. That's what I'm going with. Was it the correct choice?
The inevitable end of your journey awaits you, once again.
I don't know. What can we do about these friendships? So much alcohol.
A bit of comfort on the road to damnation.
Get rid of that. Do these instead.
Something to ease the rigors of the road.
Screw it. And this. That's what I'm doing. There we go. That was all the money. That was all the money. You have the least amount of health for reasons. You have the second amount of least health. These two, get those. Everybody play cards. Make friends. 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 Motherfuckers. One of these things is not like the other. Yeah. Make friends. Bitches. Why? Drink, please, for fuck's sake. Get over your shit with each other. Thank you. Who is the slowest person here? You have a 5, you have a 6, you have a 4, you have a 6. Who do I want to be the fastest person here? We could do with speeding you up, actually. Who has the lowest amount of burn resistance? Not you. Everybody's pretty okay. I would like you to be set on fire less. Everybody is going to resist being stunned because I said so, and you are too stressed out. Have some incense. It's all we can do. You have some stimulants. Okay. You have bear trap. Maybe I want this on you instead. You have anti-de-stress, and you have bonus heals. Actually, no. We'll do bear trap, and we'll replace bear trap with this after cultists. Yeah. Okay. Here are the buffs. We're all kinds of crap, but nobody has diseases, so that's as good as it's gonna get. These two are probably gonna hate each other. Let's hope that it doesn't auto-lock something I don't want to be used. Why the boss has no corpse. Once you've finished with getting other loot, you should definitely invest candles to get more pets. Would have fun to new pets. Okay. Imagine you get to a tavern before the mountain. You're trying to relax before you have to fight a giant brain, and May runs up to you with a metric ton of whiskey and some bread, and just forces you to eat it with your archenemy. I vote to kick the Vestal out of the party. I don't have any option to replace her. Sorry, Wolfang. But she's actually not the most problematic. Currently, Wolfang, you are. But you do hate the Vestal, that's for sure. You are also not very happy with Lilith at the moment. Plague Doc, the Flagellant, you're like, whatever. Whatever. Here we are. Yep, this is what we got. Let's go to the mountain. Vestal is the imposter. Oh, we got all kinds of relationships, and some of this is going to be not nice. Don't be suspicious.
Eyes,
don't be suspicious.
Threats. All trust is lost.
Every time she screams at people, he gets taunt and vulnerable. Every time he offers up the bulwark of his faith, she gets taunt and vulnerable. The taunt is fine between the two of them. The vulnerable problems, but we have ways of dealing with that. These two hate each other.
Resentment. The slowest and deadliest poison of them all.
I just got rid of this. It's fine. Mace Bash this time? Mace Bash this time? What did it replace? Ugh. These two also hate each other. And Judgment? I mean, at least it's Inspiring Cry. But and Judgment? Oh my god, she's gone into battle mode and I am not ready for this. You're a seraph, for fuck's sake. Why couldn't it have been your consecrations cause problems? What about these two? Oh, they don't like each other either.
Each covets what the other has.
Well, at least
plots to take it.
At least it's a consecration that got it this time, and acid rain, which I wasn't even going to use. This fucking Vestal. Oh my god. I have a great team. Yeah, no. They hate each other. Yikes.
At last, the great ziggurat. Temple of failure and regret.
Well, we're not using the consecration of fortitude this time. Nor will we even have mantra, which is Seraph's whole thing. Because this bitch wants to hit people. The fuck, girl. You are the problem. You are 100% the problem. Ugh. All right. What did you give up for this? Howling End? So I can only go forward, not the back. Fine. No backwards for me. Only forward. Okay. I can live with that. I can live with that. What did you give up? Suffer, which is the thing you wanted to do. You're not even ever going to be in that position. Really? Really? Fine. You will do no damage. Which means that you can stay in this slot. Okay. Okay. I mean, he got the two things he was already equipped with, so whatever. This is where we're at. I'm mad, but it's fine. Name the Vestal Chris, since everybody hates Chris. I can't, because she has a memory. So until she dies, she is unable to be named. So I'm gonna refund your points, Wolfang, but I appreciate the thought. Let me set aside 500 points for when I lose my boy again. I just came here to have a fun time and hit myself with a flail, and this lady keeps yelling at me. Why not get rid of Fester? This boss drops
A
no
beautiful
corpses.
illusion that was the world.
I will be getting rid of Fester after
Fragmented and undone.
after cultists. It's the cultists who are gonna get fragmented. You want to fight, you want to fight, you want to fight. Nobody's giving buffs. Okay, you're new, so make friends, please. Yeah, she survived a run, so I cannot rename her. All right. Well, you can at least heal people without pissing anyone off, so that's fine. She would rather not, thank you. All right. It is time. You know what? No, I'm gonna lock her in this spot. I'm just gonna smack you in the face. It's fine. It's all good here. I am also gonna set you on fire because you suck. Get wrecked, you jerk. You can do literally nothing. Sure, trade places with her. She's a bitch. You missed! Haha. You were blinded by the light. Okie dokie. Do bad things to people, please. At least the Axeman isn't ordained. I mean, he is a deacon. Still can't do anything. Screaming at an asshole. Get stunned. Nah. Thank you. It's what we have. Yeah, that's fine. You can hit him. He's gonna resist some shit. It's fine. You can finally do something. You can heal someone. Here, have some healing. Not that you needed it, but have some healing. Can I hit you?
An
No.
opportunity squandered.
This is gonna be a rough fight. So some enemies have that buff where they have more health and damage and stuff. Like, see how the cherub looking guy has a little arrow above his health? That's ordainment. Yeah, I know. It's he's not ordained.
Analysis is the natural prelude to action.
He is an ordained cherub, and he's a pain in the ass because of it. This guy is not an ordained
What can
deacon.
we learn upon closer inspection?
We can learn that we are unhappy about things. So get strong, my mans. And then everybody stop stressing. Just stop it. Yeah, this is where we at. You can do nothing. Trade places. Can I set you on fire this time? Yes, I can. Very good, very good. That's fine.
Mistimed, misdirected.
Please, no more stress. My god. Might want to put Doc in rank 2 so he can rain the blight. Yeah. I might have to move him up one. But then Crusader can do nothing. Like, it's all kerfluxed, really. Somebody got hurt.
A calculated generosity.
He can get
But a welcome one nonetheless.
less happy. Once we get his health down past 50%, it'll be fine. No more stealth for you. You jerk. We're doing nothing because these two exist. Your gifts have been far too generous. Be mad at her. She's a bitch. You know what? Maybe I will do this.
Stupendous.
Resisted that. Well, here we are. We're going to meltdown. No, you're fine. I just didn't catch how clever you were being. It's fine. I'm not always. Hey, look at that. We can now suffer. We wanted to do that anyways. It's fine. She would like to do this. Hey, it's her turn again. She would also like to do this. I'm just gonna do a bit of this because the horror needs to go away. And then I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I don't know that this fight is ever gonna have good things happen to it.
Relief comes rarely in these times. Savor it.
More meltdown. Nobody here is gonna be friends by the end of this. We're probably just gonna die from meltdown problems. This is a rough fight. I'm not gonna lie.
Mistimed, misdirected.
That's fine. He don't give a shit. Can I make you bleed? No, of course not. That would be useful. So instead, less stress for people. Can you do damage to somebody, please? Like, for fuck's sake.
This is no time to falter.
No more of that.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
I know I won't attack, but those warships will severely damage us. Yeah, no, we're kind of fucked all the way around. I'm gonna move his position. More meltdown. Like, we're literally in a meltdown spiral at this point. Nobody's gonna be friends, and everybody's gonna die. It's fine. Uh, less stress, more block. Less stress.
Compassion quiets the howling mind.
More of that, I guess. That's fine. You're gonna do this.
A calculated generosity,
Then you're gonna move.
but a welcome one nonetheless.
She can only move forward 2. I don't need her to move forward 2. I don't want her to move at all. Get stressed.
Anxiety foments insidious fears.
Okay. Not gonna work out, but we cleared some of his dodge. Alright. Do something about these two, please. She's just gonna work on stress relief, I guess. We'll set you on fire. Or you get healed anyway. It's fine. Do something to that asshole.
An unavoidable end.
Both of you.
And now, the greatest test of all.
She can only move forward. Time to stress out. Oh, the horror. Well, none of that. Also this. Slowly but surely, we are killing this thing in the back. Please kill it faster. You missed, bitch! Alright, less stress, please. Get him off the brink. Can you do anything about him? No. You can, however, clear some tokens off of this asshole. That's fine, he does not care. Let me rain down acid the... rain down thine acid against thy foes! I'm trying. You just need to clear stress from yourself. This meltdown shit is not okay. Both of you suffer. Back to death's door. Not good for him. Okay, he is... That's what we're doing. He's stressing, but it's okay. Get judged, you bitch. Altar is gone. We are halfway towards less problems. How about that? Take more blight damage, you bitch.
Trammeled, trapped, held captive by fear.
Resolute, please. No, only meltdown. I'm kind of dying there. Yeah, I know. We'll get to it in a minute. It's fine. It's fine. Killed that thing.
One less obstacle in our path.
He's stealthed out. She can divine comfort again. He will get up off of death's door in a moment. Looky at that. Let us do a little bit of this. As well as this.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Deal with some more stress-related issues. Alrighty then. Clear your dodge. Get him in a better place. Set you on fire. Excellent. No, the Reapening. We missed because of the blindness, but that's okay. He's still stealthed out. Let us do this for you. He can only go after her. Yeah, we're gonna do it. It just took us a while to figure out how the fuck we could get this done. Please take this.
A breakthrough.
See, you're fine now, dude. You're fine. Go a little faster. It's fine. It's fine. Get screamed at. I guess we're moving. Goodbye. We actually did survive that. May playing with my health as if I was a video game character. Oh, wait. We did it. He just wants, he just wants some combat items. So we will give him this. We will give you this. I guess we'll give you this, but I don't think stealth is ever going to come up. Is there anything I want to change here? Not really. Well, actually. No. No. No, we were fine. Um, we were fine. Time to go deal with the potato with a charm bracelet. Fuck, that was hard.
Behold, the source of the stain, gateway to incomprehensible emptiness. The mind must be freed of its self-imposed incarceration.
No healing. Okay, well, these two have some suck. Oof, our stress is bad. Here we go, meltdown time. Stress is bad. Nobody is friends in this party. Not happening. No, sir. They all hate each other's guts. No ranged? Okay. That's fine. We're just gonna do a little bit of this. Rude. I actually want her to use her thing, though. This may seem like a crazy bugger's move, but it's not. This is fine. Rude! But that's what I wanted for her. So, we're all good. Try and debuff me, cowards! My stress effects just make me stronger! We cannot stress heal? Well. We're gonna use this, not
Weaken
because
them, that another may finish the work.
it's useful, but because we can.
A master stroke.
Melt. God damn, girl. Here goes toxic. See, nobody is friends with anybody now. Do not do that again. Or I swear on the flagellant's head, there will be hell to pay, and you will not like the paying of it.
Pray her convictions lent some small comfort in her final moments.
I'm not gonna lie, we may not survive this. Call me Britney Spears because I'm toxic, bitch. Fair. They're picking on him because he was taunted. It is all right. Here. Do damage. We cannot heal. All right. What about de-stress? Let's try that. Can we scream at these guys? That would be nice.
A small reprieve from this carousel of horrors.
I didn't remove this. I should have. Well, putting a corpse in between me and the bread stuff. Like, that's a good idea. Okay, no ranged. So he can't set people on, or no, no melee. So he can set people on fire. All right, fire it is. Please get better. Ugh. She's gonna freak out. There goes Lilith into meltdown. Well, she can handle a little bit of meltdown. Yeah. Get stunned. Stun resistant, of course. Why are you condition blocked? Because nobody has a dot. Why are you condition blocked? Because we're blocked from healing. Time to go toxic again, I guess. You'll be stealthing your way downtown, walking fast. I mean, faces pass. You might be homebound. No stress heal. That's fine. No stress heal we can live with. Unfortunately, this is what we have to do to survive anything. Get off death's door, please. That saved her ass. She will not be doing anything on her
Perhaps they have given their last.
turn. He's going to melt down. Denial of arms. No melee. Okay. That's fine.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond. Once again, teetering on that terrible precipice.
I don't think we're surviving this.
Another wound. Another loss.
Yeah. No stress heal. Okay, well that's fine. Well, that died. He's back up and running. They're going after a corpse. That's fine.
Steady yourself.
She's gonna melt down. Plague Doctor Man using up all his points for other people. Very cute. She can't heal because it's the use limit has exceeded. So instead she's just gonna kill this thing. She does heal those things, but it is what it is. Denial of reach, so they can only do melee, which is fine because he's just going to heal her. This is a rough fight, not gonna lie.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
I don't know if he can do healing anymore. No, he can still do some healing. Well, that's all he can do. Can speed her up, though.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances.
No stress
Exhaustion
heal.
takes hold.
That's fine. Crit that motherfucker. Lilith might die. But then it's his turn. And he can fix her. Cool. He might die, though. Oh, ow. Denial of stress heal. Okay. Everybody taking damage. He can't heal her. She'll have to heal herself, but he can heal. She freaks out about it. Another meltdown. Okay. Go after the guy with the bigger health. He's gonna go toxic. They weren't friends anyway. It's fine. It does not matter in the least. He is so toxic. This is the only way she has to heal.
That gazes back so intently from the abyss.
No ranged. That's fine. He needs the health so he can heal her, if assuming they can heal next round. This thing only destroys range and that thing only does stress, so that's fine. This we're in a good place at the moment. So they can't stress heal, which is fine because we don't care about stress right now. Ow.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
She is gonna do this to kill it, so now they could just literally not stress heal for the rest of the fight, and then he can heal her. Okay, never mind. I may actually win this one with 2 people. Maybe. He cannot do anything, so time to stress out.
Grows tenuous.
She can hit a bitch. And get hit for it. Lockdown. Stress healing. He patches her up. Gets hit for it. She hits him. We actually might make it, and I'm survival rate down from 75%. This is fair. Although considering yesterday, fuck, I was not surviving at all, so survival rate up from 0, really. I can take 50-50, that's fine.
A calculated generosity, but a welcome one nonetheless.
We did it!
At last, the world's mind is free to remember a time before the cancerous corruption. At last, the veil begins to lift.
Four party members enter, 2 party members leave. Holy shit. We got 42 candles, 2 from the valley, 17 for the regions we completed. We found 5 candles on the way. We got to the confession boss. We defeated the confession boss. 2 heroes survived at the end. 1 hero was honored. That is where we stand. Fuck. That was wild. Wild, I tell you. I just need a moment. I just need a moment. Okay. Onward to our next run.
Push ahead, beyond the reach of this tenebrous malignity.
So we have learned about the Greater Heat Shield, the Trefine Burr, and the Physician's Guild Seal since our last run.
The more they have to hold on to, the harder they will fight.
Death resistance is kind of the thing he
A
needs.
fleeting impression, a flickering light.
These are all the people who have memories. That's it.
Hearts and minds will carry the day.
Max him out, because his story is done. Who else has a finished story? Did we finish off the Jester? I think we finished off the Jester. Yeah.
Wherever people gather, his songs will soothe the destitute and galvanize the fearful.
I don't believe we finished off anyone else. So, Sheeny, we can. Can't quite.
The true splendor of a world, those who live within it.
Okay.
Wisdom will help you choose a path. Resourcefulness will ensure you survive it.
Okay. Can't open up anything there. We have learned about the duelist's lover's gloves. Lover's glove. Ooh. So let us go here. The only thing we can afford is 3 more trinkets. More trinkets. Vanished Vanity. Apply to attacker when hit, 33% chance combo. If flame is greater than 75%, minus 15 death blow resistance. Interesting.
Every twinkling recollection is another implement at our disposal.
I like the distracting dust. That's fun. You have a 15% chance on hit to blind them. A 15% chance on miss to gain auto crit. Nice.
A drop of sanity in a sea of madness.
This is also a fun one. Although getting weakness on a miss kind of sucks, but it's fine. So those are the things that we learned this time at the Altar of Hope. Onwards to pick our next team.
Once more into the maelstrom, in search of what hope yet remains.
Ugh. Do.
Your sanctum, adrift in this bituminous nightmare.
We're going to start with resentment this time just to change it up. Actually, because I will not be streaming tomorrow, and on Friday I will not be streaming Darkest Dungeon, because I will be streaming from a vacation location, as I have done before. We might actually not start my first day back next week, which will be, well, I will be streaming Monday next week, but it will definitely be vacation destination game, whatever that happens to be. And then I am traveling on Tuesday of next week as well. So my next stream for Darkest Dungeon 2 specifically is not till Wednesday of next week. So maybe I won't start myself on hard mode. Some other game? I know.
The shackles of denial must be destroyed.
Yes, I will have my little gaming laptop and I will be streaming on Friday and Monday, but it will not be this.
Commonalities between the mythos of ancient cultures was not a new area of study for either of us. But it was there that we first noticed the pattern.
Depending.
The crossroads, a beacon for the broken and the battered.
I might be finishing up the run I started in Strange Horticulture on, at the very least, Friday, if not Monday, depending on if we finish it or not. So that is a spooky season game as well, but it is a lot of me reading things. So if you're interested in plants, in Cthulhu-esque style story, you will be picking up in the middle of it, but the beginning of that story is in my playlists. I believe it's in my other streams section. I don't have a Strange Horticulture specific playlist, but it is definitely there if you want to catch up tomorrow while I am not streaming to be ready for Friday. Because I know I have that up and ready to stream on my laptop. Depending on whether or not we finish it, I might have to figure out something else for Monday, but I've got all weekend to figure that one out. So we'll see what happens. But for now, we can figure out our setup for next Wednesday. So we have a few people who have survived a run. We got Plague Doc, the Flagellant, we've got Mr. Scrake the Occultist, and we've got Lilith the Hellion. They're the only ones who've survived. Everybody else has died at some point to my incompetence. Whew. I looked it up once about patterns and commonalities between ancient cultures, like the narrator suggested, and only found like people from the Stars and Dragons, no other Iron Crown like symbol. I mean, to be fair, the mythology of Darkest Dungeon 2 is not based on real world mythology. It is actually inspired by a combination of real world mythology and the Cthulhu occult style things. So it's very Eldritch horror based, which is not based off of real life mythology, but inspired by in some cases. So do we want to be successful or do we want to see if I can get more people killed? Reset my darkest minion name thing for next week. Maybe. I don't know. I know, but I did look up because who knows? Maybe Lovecraft is onto something. Lovecraft was onto something, but not necessarily in that there are eldritch horrors beyond our understanding trying to sneak their way in to eat and or cause insanity in all creatures. I feel that he was very much exploring the depth of the human mind and the ways that things can go horrifically wrong with it. And it's a very interesting deep dive. Lovecraft was an interesting writer. He has a cult following when it comes to the people who love his work. Are they actually cultists? Debatable. Debatable. What do we want to do? You know what? Let's get people killed.
To know the abyss, one must embrace it.
Who are we taking with? Who are we taking with? Who is getting either the second or the first slot? Speak now or forever hold your peace. Who am I taking with? Because, like, she can tank things, but I don't have to have her in the tank build. I could have her in a bleed build. I could have her in a movement build. Trading places with people. She's got layers that I can do. So she's good with...
Making peace with adversity is the very essence of existence.
This is the pain and power build, apparently. Ooh. Ah, shucks. Gotta scrap the ritual I was gonna do then. To be fair, when it comes to rituals, they are like an everyday thing. I'm not gonna lie. The ritual of getting up in the morning and going directly to the bathroom and going through your morning ablutions is as much ritualistic as any eldritch horror ritual with circles and salt circles and candles and incense. It's just a matter of using rank 4 leper right now. Do I have that build? I don't know. That's Monarch build, right? Or is it Tempest build? That only really affects Chop. A rule that trades health and speed for focused power and resistance. That's what it claims. You must be using your leper mod, Mr. Scrake, because the only thing he can do in the back is revenge. That's it. Revenge. Is it rank 4 monarch support? That makes sense. So it's a lot like Man at Arms rank 4, sergeant. Interesting. I mean, you guys know me. I love a poet monarch, poet leper. But I could go with Man at Arms.
Pride. More devastating than the horrors of 100 campaigns.
We do love our bulwark Man at Arms. You made him able to dance too? Cute. Cute. Revenge leper. Um who else is a tank? Technically speaking, she can tank.
Sister of battle. Repudiated, but unbowed.
There is the chaplain build. We were not happy with her. We want to stick her in the front, we can. She's ascetic, but greedy. Technically, he can also tank. Or we could get a crusader.
Metal and man. Soldier and sword. Forged in the fires of war. Do I have that? I don't. Oh, that must be an item. You know what? I'm gonna go with Crusader. Wolfang gets Crusader back. If I can type properly. Thank you, Plague Doctor Man, for affording that for him. So we have 4 named people here, and this is where we're going. Until I can lock in Eggnog as the duelist, that's just going to stay on my list for now. But the flame, sacred and sputtering. The last hope for us all.
Oh no, she's a coward. Not the good, not the good. This one. This one. This one. Okay. Well, this is where I'm going to leave this. So, thank you guys for joining me today for another round of Darkest Dungeon 2 Electric Boogaloo. I am so glad that you have been able to join me. I stream usually Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern US time, but I will not be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to be traveling tomorrow. I will be on a plane when I usually stream, so I will not be here to stream for you. However, if you follow and put on notifications, you'll know when I go live on Friday at 1 p.m. If you would like to stay caught up with me, and when I don't stream, I post on Twitter what's up. To stay in the know, go over to Twitter, subscribe, or I should say follow and put on notifications there so that you know what's going on in case I'm not streaming when I should be streaming, like tomorrow. YouTube is for all the playlists. If you have missed anything in Darkest Dungeon 2, the playlist will be there for you, and the VODs will go up as quickly as I can get. It also has the VOD in other in miscellaneous streams for Strange Horticulture, which I will be attempting to finish that particular run of on Friday. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, fantastic, great day today, and an even more fantastic day tomorrow while I'm not streaming. But this is where I must leave you. And because I am a streamer, I raid my friends. So there's my raid message. It does work for everybody because it's basic AF. I'm a basic bitch. What can I say? And let's see who we can raid today. If I don't have any friends on, I will be making new ones. I have options. I have options. You know what? Let us head over to Great Kraken's stream. He is playing Dead by Daylight as per usual. He's a Northern Irish streamer. He loves lurking. His community is amazing. He tends to have his cats on screen with him, and he's got a great voice, like some of y'all claim mine is. So let's give him all the love in the world. Tell him hello from me. Feel free to use my raid message or any love, heart, or raid emojis you have available to you because I'm happy to support everybody. And I hope that you guys take care. But since I will not see you until Friday, I will miss you. And until then, we raid in 3, 2, 1. Bye, guys.